Sorry gang, have to put this little warning up from now on because of YouTube and their shitty algorithm just to keep my comments. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Let's go, 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 and set friendship in motion. Go, go, go! Let's go, 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 and show what good friends we can be. Let's give it a try, come on! Let's go, 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 and we'll start a commotion. Set friendship in motion. Set friendship in motion. Set friendship in motion.
The missing coaches. One day, Emily was making her way to Knapford Station with her coaches. She had just finished with her local train for the day. Hello, Emily. Hello, Paxton. Would you mind taking my coaches back to the yards for me? I'm to pick up an important load from Blenheim and I can't be late. Of course, Emily. I'd be glad to help you out. Thanks, Paxton. Got to go now. Bye. When Paxton arrived at Knapford Yards with Emily's coaches, he was shocked to see that the yard was in a dreadful muddle. Oh dear, where are Stafford, Charlie and the others? This yard is in a terrible state. I'd better tidy this place up fast. Paxton quickly set to work by sorting out all of the trucks into their proper places. There, all tidy, but I can't help but feel that I'm forgetting something. The next morning, Emily arrived at Knapford Yards to collect her coaches, but when she arrived, she noticed that her coaches were nowhere to be seen. Paxton, where are my coaches? What have you done with them? I took them back to the yard like you asked me to. Oh no. Oh no! What's the matter? I've forgotten all about the coaches. When I came back to the yard, it was in a dreadful mess. No one else was around, so I had to work quickly to tidy the place up. I must have lost them by mistake. Oh dear. Paxton, wait! Paxton searched all around for Emily's coaches, but no matter where he looked, they were nowhere to be seen. I'm so sorry, Emily. I'll do whatever I can to get those coaches back. Oh dear, poor Paxton. Luckily my first train isn't for another hour, but where am I gonna find some other coaches?
Sorry, Emily, but Gordon's taken the express coaches, James has taken the other express coaches, and Percy's taken the red coaches. No other coaches here, I'm afraid.
Thank you anyway, Philip. Maybe I'll ask Thomas or Toby to see if I could lend their coaches for the day.
Oh, hello, Emily.
Hi, Thomas. Do you need Annie and Clarabelle today? Paxton accidentally lost my coaches and I can't find any other ones to take for my first train. It would be nice to ride with you for the day, Emily, but we've a branch line to run with Thomas.
They're right, I'm afraid. Sorry, Emily. I'm sure you'll find some coaches soon.
It's alright, Thomas. Emily was upset. If she didn't have any coaches for her train, the passengers wouldn't be able to get to their stations and would end up getting very cross indeed. Maybe I can look around Duck's branch line and see if there's any other coaches there. Emily arrived at Tidmouth Halt and entered the station yard. She looked all around, but all she could see were trucks. Oh no, no coaches! What will Sir Topham Hatt say? Excuse me, dear. Who said that? In the shed, darling. Well, I never. You must be old Slow Coach. My name's Emily. Thomas and Percy told me all about you. I owe a lot to those two, but if you don't mind my asking, I couldn't help but overhear that you need a coach. Oh yes, my coaches have gone missing, and it's almost time for my first train. Would you like to be my coach for the day? I would be delighted to travel with you for the day. I hardly go out nowadays, so seeing the rest of the island would be wonderful. Emily soon pulled into Knapford with Old Slow Coach coupled behind. The passengers were surprised to see her out and about all of a sudden, but they soon climbed in and sat down comfortably for the journey. Emily was making good time, and Old Slow Coach was delighted with all of the faces and places they passed by. Emily soon pulled into Kildane, and there to her delight were her coaches with Henry's goods train.
Hello, Henry. I see you've got my coaches.
Sorry, Emily, but how did they end up with my goods train anyway?
Don't worry, Henry. It was just a mistake on Paxton's part, but I'm just glad to see them safe and sound.
No sign of those coaches anywhere. Emily's going to be very cross with me now. I just know it. Emily, you found them. You found your coaches.
Yes, indeed. They somehow ended up with Henry's goods train.
I'm sorry again for getting lost, Emily. I let you down by losing them in the first place.
Ah, don't worry, Paxton. We all make mistakes from time to time.
Indeed, but I think it was a lucky mistake since Emily found me and took me out for a wonderful ride across the main line. We had such a splendid time with our day out together. Thank you very much indeed, both of you.
My pleasure, Old Slow Coach. Fancy a ride along Edward's branch line with our next train?
Certainly, dear.
Bye, Paxton.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm glad I was able to help out. But by mistake, you might say.